I don't care what these people out here do. The service is free fall, whatever you call it. Anybody can be on there, right? Talking about whatever. This is Olivia Michelle. Welcome to my channel. Good morning. Greetings. So I'm listening to a video, and there's a guy who says how to break generational curses. Looks like a thug. He sounds like he's a foreigner. I'm just making observations. And he says that there are no generational curses. It's just misdirected, what do you say, misdirected energies, generationally misdirected energies. So he's like, that's not a curse. And I'm like, well, yeah, that is what a curse is. So a curse is kind of like, if you have a mother, a grandmother, and maybe a grandmother, and yourself and your children, say there's 5 generations, and say there's someone that took your property that you own and that you work, that was passed down, and they're taking the money from it, telling people that do business with you that it's really their property or their products and you owe them something. And these people, being whoever they are, they take that person's side. So any money that you generate, they're paying it to those people for those 4 or 5 generations. That's misdirected money. That's misdirected energy. Or they could say, oh, those 5 women generations, those are witches or whores. They owe us a debt, or they don't deserve that money. We'll just take it. We're giving it to a good cause. We give it to the church. When they're taking the money from the church, giving it to the police department that brutalizes the family and makes sure that they never get married. And they're harassing these women. And they've killed all the men. But they're being funded by people. That's misdirected energy. Okay? You're misguiding information or making up stuff and directing it towards these people to harass them and cause them poverty while you stealing their food, their products, their property, their land, whatever. And same thing. He's not saying anything different. He just took out the words and mixed them around. Then he said a lot of times Christians don't really explain it. So I watch tarot here and there. And I don't even think you should call it tarot, but they are relating to the stars. I don't care. You can call it tarot. I've heard people say that. I do tarot. I don't care. Okay, if you call it tarot, to toe. I don't. I don't. Um, and he said Christians don't really break it down where you can understand it, and it's kind of like with tarot. If you're gonna watch it and come into it, learn about it, and come with genuinity. So what? If you don't understand it, go figure it out. Ask questions, right? Well, he said now, well, the people don't even really break it down. Christians don't. And I'm listening. I'm not a Christian. I don't care. That's a brand name. I don't care what you call yourself. Once again, I don't care. But he's just throwing out insults and he's turning the words around and he's saying some different things. And this is just my opinion. But he's saying the same thing anybody would say to my, it's energy, it's spirit, just the same as in the Bible. And he's saying you don't really have generational. And I'm listening because he's saying you can stop it today. Anybody can stop it today. You know? Anybody can stop. I could walk away right now from anything and do something different totally. But my reality is I am freaking injured. And me trying to go out and skip to Malou on these bus stops with all my stuff, trying to put it in storage, and I don't have a car, and come and go and do this and that. You stupid if you think I'm finna go outside under any circumstances. And I, you know what's what. And yes, these are not the most savory people. They constantly, man, mess with my stuff. I didn't call no names. I didn't say who, but constantly under attack. But you'll get that anywhere. So I'm not taking that guidance of jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. That's just exactly what it's all going to be. Same bullshit stuff. You just actually directly should. So you might as well suck it up and go through it. And suck it up and shut the F up. That's where I'm at. So I'm not listening to nobody saying just go. I hear you. But everything happened once you leave. Yeah. I didn't hear God say that. And I'm not saying I'm waiting on that, but I'm just saying you have to use your common sense. I'm not going to sit out here on no bus stop with all this stuff. Oh, they're not going to change. You just need to leave. I'm listening and I'm praying. Like I said, I'm not gonna be sitting on that bus stop with all that stuff, and I know I'm gonna have my menstrual cycle, my smicle, menstrual cycle. I know all that coming up, and I ain't gonna be on the bus stop trying to figure out how I'm gonna change it and go eat something. And there's no shelters and there's no help. I have Section 8, and I promise you, they're letting somebody else use my stuff. I came up and they won't. Talking about it's a lottery. This should be illegal how they're running this stuff. This whole state is just raggedy, and people, everybody think they own the city because they sleep with a cop or no cop. Everybody thinks they own the city. That's the mentality here. If you weren't born here and you don't like it here, then you could leave. Who left you the gatekeeper of the city? That's all I need to know. Well, I've been here all my life. Me too. And I ain't trying to claim it. I'm not trying to link up with the street gangs. I'm not trying to be a criminal. So, what that mean? Man, people, listen. So you always gotta compete with people screaming all across the way, like earlier. That man wasn't saying nothing. He all in my ear walking up the street. Then he came up talking about somebody gay for pay and all that. Why you gotta be so loud? That's what I need to know. Um, yeah, he's just saying the same thing. I'm gonna listen a little bit further, cause you can learn something from anybody. But yeah, you can walk away and do that. He said, but it's really, um, it's a energy passed down to believe you're stuck in an idea or a situation, and maybe unconsciously you don't know that that's how you're thinking. And the truth is, I don't care. My point is, it's the same thing. Repeating a cycle is called crazy, which is a curse. Okay? Doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result, is considered insanity. Period. That is a curse. I don't care what this little boy talking about. Like the talking about church people, talking about. All I know is those patterns are cursed because you do believe whatever is being said or done, and you don't make any effort to change it or to fix it. And that's all it is. It's just really, it is an illusion. It's really someone saying or putting into place an action or something that holds you in a certain pattern. Do you have to stay there? No. Is it easy to leave all the time? No, absolutely not. Especially if you're not aware of it. Like me, if somebody is sitting up here literally having, okay, let's do this again. There are some cops that are trying to silence me by writing up documents for people to say that I'm a 5'1", 5150 patient or something crazy. It's nothing legal. It's nothing moral. It's nothing correct. And they would present this to people, places, and things that I frequent. If they see me somewhere, they're writing that landlord. They're calling them the ghetto. They can just say for a few things to some of these people to get them out of your property. She's a drug addict. Oh, we've been investigating her. Something, and these people naturally be like, oh, what? If a cop shows up or call them or is called to the building enough and they know about it, you cannot stay. So whatever somebody's been doing, they have been doing it continuously for a couple of years, maybe 20 some years now. And I mean, that's the beginning of my whole life at 20. Now, stuff was happening before then, but it got real stupid at 20 and totally dumped to the ground in 2018. Can't make it up. And yes, there are cops involved, and yes, they're probably doing something shady. And everybody's trying to hide their hands while I'm over here limping because they have devised, which is probably some of my family and their pinky and brain ideas. Somebody devised a machine, I promise you, that will knock your kneecaps out of socket and your hips. And there's so much evidence that these people actually are trying to harm somebody. Am I cool about that? It is my business. So listening to him, wash my legs. I'm understanding that people do things they shouldn't do. They do say things they shouldn't say. They do live ways they shouldn't live. They are maybe under some type of spell or curse, and it's not fair to the people that don't know. So if you're putting me under a piece of paper that I don't even know about, that says I'm crazy, or I got something going on around me, or I'm a thief, or I sell drugs and I'm a prostitute or something like that, and I don't know, and you're spreading it amongst the people, that's somebody want me to shut up. You don't hear your alarm. Um, you don't hear your car. Anyway, so somehow, if you're putting that document out everywhere I go, for people to look at me crazy and treat me poorly, that is something someone put on me to keep me a certain way. And then trying to do it to my kids too. So for me to break that, walking away doesn't necessarily fix it. Because these people are elderly now and they're tired. See, maybe 20 years ago, they was hot and popping, ready to do stuff. Now, everybody tired. Everybody tired. They're tired. They've been living raggedy lives. Everybody out of breath. Now they want me out of breath because I move too fast. I'm smart. I don't have habits and vices. Don't make me better than anybody. I'm just saying I'm better geared to do things when needed versus people that's got patterns themselves where they're stuck and they gotta think before they execute. Still can't do it right. So, we need to slow her down. We need to mess up her brain so she don't remember something. We need to mess her feet up so she don't run. We need to tear a car up. I mean, this is the dumbest thing ever because people are stealing. So if the cop is backing up the foolishness, then nothing need to repeat it after the clown just figured out his alarm's going off. If the cop is supporting the stupidity and putting documents out, and the people are spreading rumors to match the document, and people illegally are trying to treat me, which ain't their business, according to whatever somebody said, or people paying people to do that, is stupid. It just is. And here I am. I'm having to sit here and figure out my life because someone think it funny. We'll have to go through this. Give me a minute.